so we can start whenever you are ready.
All right, awesome. Let me just set up my headset here. What's happening? Right, so you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Let us start. Wait, let me just set it up here quickly. The video. All right. Okay. Yes, I'm being seen. Let's start. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is well. I just want to start the PowerPoint here quickly. And we absent daisies. Let's start the PowerPoint quickly. I hope everyone is well. So this is grade 3 numeracy. And today, we're going to continue. We're going to continue with what we've been doing so far. So we're still going to continue with what we've been doing so far. And I'm just waiting for the PowerPoint just to go on quickly. And then we're going to start immediately after that. Right. So my name is Chiponosio Longwe, and we're going to be doing grade 3 numeracy. Today, we're still going to be doing addition up to 400. But today, the difference about today is that today, the lesson is going to be different with the sense that today we're going to be doing a lot of practice. So today I will need you guys to have pens and paper ready. To have your pen and papers ready, because today we're going to be doing a lot of practice. We're going to actually be practicing the sums, and we're actually going to be doing them together. Um, right. So we're going to be doing the first and second addition method. So if you've been following the videos which are on Africa Teen, the channel name on YouTube is Africa Teen Geeks, and if you've been following these lessons, you can be seeing that we started with addition, and then we've been going on. It's been a continuation. So we started with the first method where we started with decomposing the numbers into place value, into decomposing the numbers into place value. After decomposing the numbers into place value, it's then now when we started to add them. If I can just move quickly along, is that we had the addition method whereby we break the numbers up, we arrange them according to place value. After arranging them according to place value, it's that when now we start to add them. So we'd add the hundreds together, we add the tens together, we'd add the units together, and then we get the final answer. So then the second method was we arrange the top number and the bottom number on top of each other, and then we start adding from right to left. So we'd start adding the units, then we start adding the tens, then we start adding the hundreds. So that would be that's the one method would be the first one, the other one was the second method. But that's just for revision. Now I asked to say that can you please all make sure that you have pens and papers, so that today we're going to be doing a lot of practice work. So I need you guys to have your pens and papers so that you can actually write you write down the question, you see how you do the what's this? You see how you do the answer, and then you check with my answer, because that's how we're going to work together. So I suggest that you use the chat on Zoom. The chat on Zoom now, you can use it, that when you are done and you have the answer, and then I see many people, because on each question I expect us to only spend about 2 minutes. So each practice question that we're going to do, I expect us to use at least 2 minutes, nothing more than 2 minutes. So I just want to put up my timer and then we start. So here's an example. This is an example for the first couple of sums that we're going to do. The example here says that, right? The example here is this, right? So we start at the top. At the top, we have our sum equals 2, we don't know. Then we break them up. So we break them up. We say we break it up into hundreds, then break it up into tens, then break it up into units. Then we say the other number, we break it up into hundreds, tens, and units. So we have 176 plus 152. We break up 176 into hundreds, tens, units. 152, hundreds, tens, units. And now we've broken it up. We've separated them, right? After we've now break it up into hundreds, tens, and units, you add the hundreds together, you add the tens together, you add the units together. Now there's something here that I want us to see quickly. When you add the hundreds together, we had 100 plus 100. We added the tens together, we had a 70 plus 50. Here's it. So it's 100 plus 100 here. 70 plus 50, which is here. And 6 plus 2, which is here. So it's 100 plus 100, 70 plus 50, 6 plus 2. Right. Then what happened was 100 plus 100 gives us what? 200. 50 plus 70 is 120. But the 100 of 120 was added here to the 200, and the 20 stayed because it must remain. It's not part of the hundreds family. The 100 belongs to the hundreds family. The 20 stays with the tens. And then 6 plus 2 is equal to what? To 8. Then you add the final. 300 plus 20 plus 8 gives me 328. So today, what's going to happen is that now I show you an example. You work it out for yourself. I look at the chat to see how many people are done in 2 minutes, and then we go to the next one. So the first 3 is going to take us 6 minutes. The next 3 is also going to take us another 6 minutes. So please, because we are working with time constraints, I do ask you to say that please participate and let's work together. So we're going to go to an example. We're going to use this method. You're going to try it out for yourself. And then after, in 2 minutes time, then I show you the answer. You write the answer. Then we move on to the next one. It's going to be 3 for the first method, 3 for the second method. Sharp. Here's the question. Please write down the question. Here's the question. The question is 138 plus 238. So it's 138 plus 238. And I'm giving you 2 minutes to do it. So 2 minutes to do it. 2 minutes. 138 plus 238. 138 plus 238. 138 plus 238. Right. 138 plus 238. When you are done, you can just write in the chat that you are done. Please don't write the answer in the chat. Don't give us the answer. Just do it. 138 plus 238. 2 minutes. Giving you 2 minutes to do it. Yeah. 2 minutes to do it. 138 plus 238. 138 plus 238. Okay. 138 plus 238. We're going to have questions at the end. At the end, we're going to have questions. So let's just practice today. 138 plus 238. I'll give you guys 30 seconds for penalties. 138 plus 238. All right. So 2 minutes up. 2 minutes are up. Here is the answer. So first things first, what we do, we break it up. So we broke it up. We said 100 plus 30 plus 8. We break up the 238. It's 200 plus 30 plus 8. Then after breaking it up at the top, then we go to the bottom. We say 100 plus 200. Then we say, remember now we're going according to place value. So it's 100 plus 200. Then we do the tens, 30 plus 30. Then we do the units, 8 plus 8. We do it according to place value. We add the hundreds together, we add the tens together, add the units together after we broke it up. Then after that, we go now. The reason why here, if we look here, if we look carefully, 8 plus 8 is 16. And since 8 plus 8 is 16, it's going to be that it's 30 plus 30. So 100 plus 200 is 300. It's fine. So we're 30 plus 30, which is 60. And since 8 plus 8 is 16, the 10 of 16 is going to be added to 60. And then the 6 stays on the unit side. So the 10 goes and comes added to 60, and the 6 remains on the unit side. Then you've got 300 plus 70 plus 6. So it's 300 plus 70 plus 6, which it gives you 376. I hope everyone got it right. I hope everyone got it right. I want to move on to the next example. So I hope everyone got it right. I'm going now to the next slide. Or should I give you guys time to write it? I think everyone got it right. The answer is 376. This is the method I want you guys to use. This is the method I want you guys to use. So I think everyone has got it right. I see from the chat that everyone has got it right. It's fine. So let us go to the next one. The next one as well, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Again, 2 minutes to do the next one. I'm giving you guys 2 minutes to do the next one. 2 minutes. And the 2 minutes start now. 2 minutes to do the sum. 2 minutes to do the sum. Yes. 2 minutes to do the sum. It's going to take us 6 minutes. Anything more, it means that we're just going to do it to write down corrections. So you have 2 minutes to do the sum. 2 minutes to do the sum. I'll give you guys, if you got it wrong, I'll give you guys a minute after we do the corrections. Also, when we do the corrections, please write it out while I'm explaining, so that also when I give you another minute to write down the answer, the correct answer, then you can see for yourself. But 2 minutes to do the sum. I'll give you a minute, 1 minute after I explained, to say that 1 more minute to do it. So now you have about 55 seconds, plus minus 55 seconds to finish. Two minutes to do the sum. You have 10 seconds left. Right. So 2 minutes is up. Let us do the corrections. Right. 2 minutes is up. Let us do the corrections. Got 99 plus 89. So while I'm explaining, please write down the right answer. Then I'll give you 1 more minute to write down the answer of this. So you've got 99 plus 89. You break it up. You break it up into 90 plus 9, 80 plus 9. Then, when you've broken it up into, where's my cursor? 90 plus 9, 80 plus 9. You bring the tens together and the units together. So it is going to be 90 plus 80 and 9 plus 9. So it's going to be 90 plus 80 and 9 plus 9. Then after that, you have you add it together, but you also separate it into place values. So 90 plus 80 is 170. So you make the 100 go to the hundreds place and the 70 go to the tens place. And 9 plus 9 is 18. So the 10 goes to the tens place and the 8 here goes to the units place. Because 90 plus 80 is 170 and 9 plus 9 is 18. So the 100 goes to the hundreds place, the 70 goes to the tens place. The 10 of 18 goes to the tens place and the 8 remains in the units place. Then it's just 100 plus 80 plus 8 because 70 plus 10 is 80. So it's 100 plus 80 plus 8 gives you 188. Please write this down. I'm giving you 1 minute. 1 minute to write down the correction. 1 minute to write it down. 1 minute to write down the correction. Then we go to our third sum. Make sure that you always you separate in the first method hundreds, tens, units. That's the best way to remember it. Hundreds, tens, and units. That must always play in your mind, that you must know always that you're going to be separating it into hundreds, tens, and units. So I'm giving you 1 minute now to write down the answer of this. Questions will do at the end. Questions will do at the end. 1 minute to write down this answer. 1 whole minute. 5 seconds left. Time up. Time up. Time's up to write. I'm going to only give you 10 more seconds to write it down if you do not have it done. All right. Seems that everyone is finished. Everyone is finished. We'll do questions at the end. We'll do questions at the end. Right. Next sum. Next sum. Here is the next sum. The next sum. right? Please write down the next sum. This PowerPoint, I've already sent the PowerPoints earlier on. I've already sent the PowerPoints of the other lessons. And this one, you'll just write my email address at the end of the lesson. If you haven't received them, I'll add you to the group, the mailing list, sorry, to the mailing list. And then you'll continuously be getting these PowerPoints. Right, so your 2 minutes start now. 2 minutes to do the sum. This is our third sum. Then we move on to the next method. Then questions, we'll do them at the end. So you have 2 minutes to do this one. Two minutes to do this sum. Two minutes to do the sum. Questions, we'll do them at the end. So the more we practice, the better. Today is meant for practice, that people must practice. 2 minutes to do the sum. You've got 50 seconds left. Right. So your 2 minutes is up. I'll give 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds to finish. Right. Next, here's the answer. So, as we've been doing, we first break up everything. So we first break up everything. We break up everything, right? We break it up into, we break up the first sum into hundreds, tens, and units. The next one into hundreds, tens, units. So we break up everything. Everything must be broken up. Then we go to the next one. We say we're adding the hundreds together, we're adding the tens together, we're adding the units together. So add the hundreds together first, we add the tens together, and we add the units together. Then we go to the final step and we add everything together. So it was 213 plus 166. So it was 200 plus 10 plus 3 and 100 plus 60 plus 6. Here's it. 200 plus 10 plus 3 and 100 plus 60 plus 6. Then we move on to the next step. The next step, we say 200 plus 100, and then we say 60 here, plus 6, no, 60 plus 10. Then we say 3 plus 6. Then it's 6 plus 3 or 3 plus 6. Then you add them together. 200 plus 100 is 300. 60 plus 10, 70. 3 plus 6 is 9. So it's 300 plus 70 plus 9 gives you 379. So I'm giving you 1 minute to write down the correction if you got it wrong. Giving you a minute to write down the correction if it's wrong. Any questions will be done at the end. We're left with 3 more sums, Then we can ask as many questions about both methods. I feel that's the best way to do it. Questions, will do them towards the end, right, towards the end. So 1 minute left, just a minute to write down it correctly and to see. If it's already correct, then you won't be writing down anything because you already have the correct answer and it shows that you are understanding. One minute. 1 minute. 1 minute just to write it down for yourselves. Right. Awesome. The minute is up. I'll give, good. I'll give, it's fine. Let's leave, this one, it's, okay, this one is we did 3. This one would be the 4th one. I wouldn't want us to do this one. And this one would be oh yeah, right. So now we're going to be doing the second method. The second method where we put the top one you write the first one on top, then you write the second one at the bottom. Let's use this one as an example. We write 209 plus 58. This one is what? Our example. This is our example. So it's 209 plus 58. You write them on top of each other. Remember, you break things into hundreds, tens, and units. So you write them on top of each other. And then writing them on top of each other like this, you start from right to left when you're adding. So from right to left, then you add. So you start here. Where is the cursor? 9 plus 8 is 17. But you don't write 17 in the units block because 17, it has only 1 unit and 1 10. So the 10 must go to the tens place. So you write the 7, you drop the 7 here. The 7 comes here of 17. Remember that 17, it's 10 plus 7. So you write the 7 here. Oh, sorry. What happened? So you write the 7 here, and then you put the 10 in the 10th place. Why it's written as 1? It's because it's only 110. So it's plus 1. We write it's only 110. So here in the 10th place, it's actually 10 plus 50 because it's in the 10th place. So it's 10 plus 50. And it being 10 plus 50, so you're writing, it becomes, you write it as, would write it here as 6, but we're actually meaning 60 because 10 plus 50 is 60. And because we're only dealing with the digits, the first digit in the tens, you only write the first digit, which would be 6. And in 58, there's no hundreds. So when you're saying 209 plus 58, there's no hundreds. It means that here, you're going to be writing nothing because there's no hundreds. So it's just going to be 200 plus 0 gives me 200. Then the answer is 267. So I'm going to give you guys a minute to write this down. I want to give you a minute just to write it down, and then we go for you to do the next one. So this is the method that we're going to be using now for the other sums that we're going to do. Then we start with the questions. So this is the method that we're focusing on now. The one whereby the second method, whereby we write them on top of each other, but according to hundreds, tens, and units. This is the method that we're using now. So I'm giving you a minute to write it down. I'm giving you a minute to write it down. I'm giving you a minute to write it down. 10 seconds left. Questions, we'll do them at the end. Right. Right. So here's the example you must do. Here's the one where you're going to do on your own. 265 plus 124. 265 plus 124. Please write this down. 265 plus 124. 265 plus 124. Your 2 minutes start now. 265 plus 124. 265 plus 124. Please don't write the answer in the chat. Please don't write the answer in the chat. But it's 265 plus 124. 2 minutes. $265 plus 124. $265 plus 124. Write it down for yourself, and then we do the answer together. We check our answer together. You have about 30 seconds left. $465 plus 124. You have about 10 seconds left. 265 plus 124. Right. Here is the right way. So you write 265, just like here, at the top. 265 at the top. Then you say plus 124. So you have 265 at the top and 124 at the bottom. And then after writing 265 at the top and 125 at the, 124, but at the bottom. So when you write 265 plus 124 at the bottom, then you add from right to left. So 5 plus 4 is 9. Then you are done. 9 is still a unit. So there's nothing, there's no other 10 that you're moving to the 10th place, because 9 still remains a unit. Then you go to the 10th place. 60 plus 20 gives us 80. 80 is still a 10. So there's no 100 that we're moving on to the other side. So it's just 60 plus 20, which is 80. Then you go to the 100th place. 200 plus 100 is 300, and it stays that way. So you just say on the side, you say 5. You say 5 plus 4, which is 9, remains a unit. There's no 10, we're moving to the 10th place. And then you go to the 10th place, which is 60 plus 20, which is 80. So only write the 8, the digit, the first digit, which is 8. So you write the 8 in the 10th place. And then in the hundreds, you say 200 plus 100 is 300. And my final answer is 389. I'm giving you 1 minute to write down the right answer. 1 minute to write down the answer. Then we're left with, I think it will be question time after this one. So 1 minute to write the answer, then you get to 2 questions.
We've got 4 minutes.
4 minutes. All right. Yeah, 4 minutes. So we'll just have questions after this one. So I'm giving you, so 30 seconds left, then we do questions. Then we are done for the day. Then we're done for the day. I'll take 2 questions because today we're just practicing. So I'll take maybe just 2 questions. Is time up? Right, time up. Minute is finished. Right, so we're not gonna do this one. We're not gonna do this one. Yeah, we're not doing this one. Yeah. Questions. Who has questions? Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? Who has a question? I just want 2 questions. Anyone with a question? Or everyone is fine? Anyone with a question? Kiabetso, do you have a question?
Yes, I have.
Yes, what's your question?
My question is, how do we get my answers right? Because all of them were wrong.
How to get your answers right? Are you placing them according to place value? Are you adding them correctly?
Yes, sir.
So you're adding them correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you know what must happen, eh? Let me see how we do this because we have short time. Just take this PowerPoint, practice it on your own, né? And
Yes, sir.
check the place value. Make sure always that your place value must be correct. So you see this, aligning it according to hundreds, tens, and units. Make sure that your place value is always correct. Then you get the right answer.
Yes, sir.
Né? Always
Okay.
make sure it's the thing is the place value. Né? All right.
Yes.
Any other question? One more question because we have to go. No other question. All right. Is it Virginia? Yes, question? Yes, what's the question?
What are we going to do?
When?
When are we going to do?
When are we going to?
Do.
To school.
What are we going to do?
Now, we're done.
No.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. Now you're going to go to your next lesson, which is literacy after this.
Okay.
All right. So please take down my email since the time is up, and then I will send. These are the questions I wanted you to do on your own, but rather please just take my email down, and then here's my email address. Take my email down there. This is my email, and then I'll send you the PowerPoint and a worksheet. So just please take my email address there, and then I will send you the PowerPoint and the worksheet and everything that you need that's going to help you with summer work. And if you have questions there, I will answer them via email. So I will answer them via email. Just take my email address down. I've already created a group with many email addresses of parents, so they have all the information they need and everything. So if you can just send me an email, I'll also add you to that very same mailing list that you get everything and you're able to ask questions using the very same mailing list. But as for now, since time is up, it is bye-bye from me. So bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. See you at 3 o'clock. See you at 3 o'clock.